Hello, everyone, and welcome to 100 Yards of Football Sports Talk Radio. I'm your producer this morning, Logan Landers. Still trying to get woke up. It's early here on the Monday morning. Now, I say evening because, as you all know, usually on Wednesday evenings, I got my right-hand man, Mr. Football, Vincent Turner, with me this morning. How you doing, Vincent?
How you doing this morning, sir?
Hey, as you can hear, man, still trying to get woke up a little bit. You know how we do. We film early here Mondays, 8 a.m. Eastern Standard Time sharp. But hey, we're here to provide some great football content like we do each and every week. And if you guys are going to enjoy this video, please like, comment, and share. It means the world to us. Also, be sure to go check out our podcast, available on Apple and available on Spotify as well. Thank you to the Believe Podcast Network for helping us out so much. And man, we got a good video today, Vincent. We're going to be talking about the Atlanta Falcons' brand new first-round pick, Kyle Pitts, and how we think he's going to make a big impact for our hometown team, the Atlanta Falcons. We film out of the Atlanta metro area. So let's get right into things, Vincent. I'm going to let you give your thoughts first on the young man. How do you think that Kyle Pitts will perform, and how do you think he's going to make such a good impact in 2021?
Well, I'm going to be honest with you. Looking at the Atlanta Falcons, I thought basically that they should not went with Kyle Pitts with this pick. My thing was, as you know, the great Bobby Butler that be on with us this evening with his great videos, the legend videos, and me, of course, me and him doing the Dallas Cowboy Weekly. I thought the Falcons should have took offensive lineman. But when you look at Kyle Pitts, everybody says he's a generational tight end. So when I'm looking at that, I'm asking myself, is he going to put up the numbers like a Travis Kelce who did last year with the Kansas City Chiefs? Is he a guy that can put up 7-9 receptions last year, 1,400 yards, 11 touchdowns? Is he a George Kittle who's been a two-time All-Pro tight end? Is he a Darren Waller who went to Georgia Tech, who put up 107 receptions and almost 1,100 yards and 9 touchdowns? Most of all, is he the second coming of Kellen Winslow? Now, everybody say he's a generational tight end. He's a guy that really could be the best tight end ever played this game. Well, you're looking at Kellen Winslow, and when you start putting him into really situations like that, and you put him to a Kellen Winslow, can he be a Kellen Winslow from the 1980 season when Mr. Winslow was with the San Diego Chargers? 84 receptions, almost 1,290 yards. Then in 1981, 88 receptions, 1,075 yards. Can he be the Kellen Winslow who I consider the best tight end in the game? Because let's face the reality here. It's like the Falcons are to cut Julio Jones. So when you look at the Falcons receiving core, you're going to have Kyle Pitts, you're going to have Russell Gage, you're going to have Calvin Ridley. Okay, my question is this. I understand that over the years, Julio Jones has been injured. There's no question about that. But when Julio Jones has been able to lace him up, he's been the best receiver in the game. And I'm just saying, is Kyle Pitts going to make that type of impact early? Because you already made a commitment to Matt Ryan the last 2 years. So can Kyle Pitts take you as Julio Jones back in 2015 when Julio Jones played 16 games, 136 receptions, 1,871 yards, 13.5 yards a reception, and 8 touchdowns to the Super Bowl? I'm not saying Kyle Pitts is not a generational talent, but I just think the Falcons should have made another move. But he's going to be an impact player, but I don't know if he's going to be an impact player to that degree when he's going to make the Atlanta Falcons offense Super Bowl ready.
Yeah, Vince, I agree with you wholeheartedly on that. Whenever the Falcons were drafting, I either thought that they were going to trade back and, like you said, potentially get another one of the higher offensive linemen, or get better on their defense. And they did draft a few offensive linemen. They drafted Jalen Mayfield, who we've talked about on the show. They drafted that young man. They also helped out on their defense a good bit too. But whenever the big question was going into this, will they go with Kyle Pitts or will they go with Justin Fields? And that was another concern. And I never got on the Justin Fields bandwagon 100%. I thought that Matt Ryan still has another, like you said, another year or two, and who knows how long he might be going for. But I think that Ryan was the good selection. They're obviously going to stick with him throughout the rest of his contract, and we'll see what he does after that. And I think that they were just wanting to help him out this year And Kyle Pitts, man, he put up some tremendous numbers at the University of Florida. And obviously, he's the best tight end taken in this draft, being the number 4 overall pick. So I think that while, yeah, he is a great talent and we're going to see him do tremendous things on the gridiron, I don't know if this was the perfect fit for him right now, because no doubt he's got all the tools you want in a quality tight end. He's one of the best receiving tight ends we could see in the league in a few years if he develops correctly. But it's their defense that we're always going to talk about. Their defense is what's going to hurt them, especially if they make it to a playoff berth sooner rather than later. They still have a lot of holes that they need to fix, and there's not 100% guarantee that the new guys that they just drafted with the Richie Grants and so on and so forth, if those guys are going to project, because we've seen them swing and strike out a lot on the draft the last couple of years. But let me digress. They got a brand new system. They got a new GM, new coach, whole new culture change over there. That might boost up the locker room. That might get them more fired up. We saw what happened whenever they got rid of Dan Quinn last year. They suddenly started, being a little bit more competitive on the football field. So I think that if you were able to get Matt Ryan, Calvin Ridley, like you said, if they keep Julio Jones, I might be a little bit surprised because he's owed a lot of money and the Falcons are in a little bit of cap space trouble. Then I think that if you can get those guys and develop with some of the other ones that they've drafted, and if they can, they haven't really picked up that big name free agent because they just don't have the money to do so right now. They got to clear some cap space. So I think that if you can get Kyle Pitts to develop for his couple of years that he's here, and if he can show out to be one of the better tight ends in football, which he has all the abilities to do so, I think that, I don't think the Falcons are going to shock the world this year and go to the Super Bowl or nothing like that. I keep it real, of course. I think that they're going to have a solid season. They're going to do a little bit better than last year, and they should, as long as everyone can stay healthy and as long as their defense can really just, get a lot better, because they gave up a lot of points, a lot of yards last year, and they seemingly just got rid of, the old guard and brought in a whole new wave of defense. And I think that Kyle Pitts is really going to strive with that because, like you said, they got Julio Jones, who, like you said, when he's healthy, he's the best receiver in football, hands down. You got Calvin Ridley, who's an emerging superstar who they just brought back for this last season. We'll see if they can re-sign him. So that means that Kyle Pitts is, if they focus on Julio, if the defense focus on Julio or Ridley, Kyle Pitts is going to see a lot of open balls, and he can go up there and jump with the best of them. And I think that he's going to have a tremendous 2021 season for the Atlanta Falcons. I think that Matt Ryan is going to love this. Of course, we know they got the new tight end last year from the Baltimore Ravens, and he was a solid pickup. I think that they could do a 2 tight end set with that. But if Kyle Pitts does develop the way I think he is, and I think he is one of the better receivers, even though he is a tight end, that guy's an absolute monster, and he's going to have a really good season, I think. So what are your final thoughts on the young man?
Well, my final thoughts is, as I always said, the Falcons, the question here they brought up, they should have took the best player available, the best player that they thought was on the board. But my question, and I'm always say this to the Atlanta Falcons and their new brass, can Kyle Pitts be that type of player that take you to the Super Bowl? Because remember this, you made a commitment to Matt Ryan for the next 2 years. After that, is Matt Ryan going to go on his decline? But however, when you start putting Kyle Pitts in the rims of Kellen Winslow, Travis Kelce, who has a Super Bowl ring with the Kansas City Chiefs, Dan Waller, who makes the Las Vegas Raiders a very special football team. Can Kyle Pitts elevate you there from that status based on the fact you're finna lose Julio Jones? Can he give you that production? And I'm going to end you with this. With Kyle Pitts, don't get me wrong. You made the pick to pick him number 4 overall. On this football team is the Falcons Super Bowl ready. And they are a team that can beat the Tampa Bay Buccaneers right now with Tom Brady, Ron Gronkowski, Leonard Fournette. That's all I'm saying. But like the great Freddie Mercury, a queen, can Kyle Pitts come to the Mercedes-Benz Dome? We will rock you. My final words on Kyle Pitts being an impact with the Atlanta Falcons.
Yeah, we'll have to see how he does in this 2021 season. And if you guys are watching this video live, we've already got a few comments from our Twitch channel. Be sure to drop a comment. Do you think that Kyle Pitts will be a star player? Will he make a big impact in this upcoming season? We love the interaction. So, hey, for my man representing the 901 with the greatest pride of all time, Vincent Turner, I've been your producer, Logan Landers. Hey, be sure if you guys enjoyed this video, like, comment, and share on Facebook. We got some great numbers there. Go check out our YouTube page as well. Our YouTube page has been really getting a lot of traction lately. With the NFL draft, we put out a lot of hard work, and we're happy to see it come to fruition with our subscribers over there. Hey, also go check out our podcast if you like listening to those. We are available on Spotify. If you guys listen to podcasts going to work, doing your workouts, or anything like that. Also, we're available on Apple and anywhere podcasts are streamed. Just type in 100 yards of football. I'll see our logo right there on the 50-yard line. You can listen to all of our amazing old draft profiles we've done. See if we got the teams correct, where these young gentlemen have landed now after the NFL draft is finished. Go check out our amazing Legends interviews with our guy, 1981 first-round pick by the Atlanta Falcons, Bobby Butler. He's got a lot of great guys we've had on the show, former players, coaches, and even, hey, we got a marching band on the other week, so we got a little bit of everything here for you here on the show. Also, our guy Kevin the Bull Jones bringing us some of the best in college football, talking about his team, the Alabama Crimson Tide. That's coming later tonight. And a lot of the other great guys, of course, our amazing other producer, Jeremiah Long. We miss you, Jeremiah. We hope you come back on the show, man. You're in our thoughts and prayers as always. And, hey, for everyone else at the 100 Yards of Football team, thank you guys so much for tuning in here Monday morning. Hey, be sure to check us out, man. We got a lot of great videos coming up on tap, so stay tuned right here on 100 Yards of Football.